Hello, and welcome back to Recursed. For today, it is the case that at the time I'm recording this, I started playing this game because I was watching Alex Diener play this game, and after his first episode I was like, this game looks cool, I want to play it. And now, I think we're up to like Alex's 5th episode or something, and he has gotten up to, is it this puzzle that I still wasn't able to solve? Let's see if it's this one. Yes, this is the one. And so I want to do that puzzle, but even before I do that, he has also solved recursive paradoxes in this one and this one. And I've watched him do it, but like I paused in his video and thought through the puzzles before it happened. But basically I want to recreate those and do that before I go back to there. Okay, so recursive paradox. Basically, if at any point you hop into a green chest and then hop back out of it while the green chest is in another room, you will create a paradox. And so I want to do that. So let's see, how do I do that? Here is a good way. I'm already inside the green chest. And so if I leave the green chest in this room, so now the green chest is in a different room, and try to pop out of it, yes, that brings me to a paradox room. Okay, great.
See what happened.
And this guy will
move the chest I was in
talk about it.
Which I entered it from. So when I tried to leave the chest, I ended up here.
Yes. All right. And so I think we've seen at least one of these rooms before. It might have been this one. I can't remember. And there was another of these rooms that I saw off camera, I think. I ended up editing it out because I was having a lot of trouble with one thing from a while back. And so basically there's these air filter thingies or whatever, which allow you to kind of like ride air currents, and they also allow you to move objects with air currents, like so. But I couldn't get back up here, and I think possibly I'd even like brought a rock into this puzzle to try to help me out the last time we were here or something. But it's actually a fair bit easier after I thought about it, which is we're inside a chest, which means I can just duplicate the air current object. Oops, but I can't leave it there. Don't do that, because there's no floor below you. Can't set objects on those little platforms. So let's instead set it here. And then, yes, then I can ride the key up to here and use it to open the door. And then I think I can just ride this up. No, I need both of them still. Is there a way to do that, though? Because I need to... No, I can just ride this up here. And then I can jump up here, can't I? Yeah, there we go. And so when you solve a paradox room, you end up with a little white gem inside the box, which can coexist with the purple gem that's inside the box. And so apparently there's a paradox available on this floor as well. It might even be the case that there's paradoxes available on a bunch of different floors, and so I wonder if you have to like find all of them and get all of them. But for right now, I just know it exists here because Alex ended up in a paradox in this room as well. So let's go get a green chest so that we can cause a paradox. And I want to hop into it, and I probably need another chest as like a storage room for the green box at some point. So where does this go? And does it have somewhere to go forward into? It doesn't right now. And where does this go? It just brings me into the key room. Do I have enough to do what I want here? I don't think that I do. Yeah, I think I need to bring a chest from outside into here. How could I do that? Right, because there's a chest out here. So let me bring the top level into this room. And then while I'm in here, is this going to help me somehow? Because I'm out in that room? Yes, that is going to help me, I think. Because I need to go into the green chest and still be able to get back to the room with the green chest to move it. So now, yeah, I can put the green chest in here. Yeah, I think this will work. Because I think now that the green chest is in here, yeah, I think I actually didn't need to do what I did necessarily. Okay, so the green chest is in here. Oops. And are these both the same chest? I think they might be, but I think this chest goes into the room that I'm in right now. It does. Great. So yes, let's hop into the green chest. And then let's go fetch the green chest. Which I can hopefully do from here. Did I bring the green chest somewhere that I can't use it now? No, I can bring it over here. Here we go. Okay, so now let's bring the green chest out to this room. And then let's try to exit back through the green chest, and this should give me another paradox. Yes. Okay, great. So let's try to solve this paradox. So where's this going to take me? Into a room where this guy will talk about things.
Right. If I exit a room, I've got to return to the room I was in via the chest that I entered.
All right. So what do we have in here? We have another air current thingy. And it looks like I need to duplicate it in order to get up there. So if I just try to bring it back out and bring it back in, the problem is I can't reach it in order to duplicate it. But what I could do is, I thought this through before, I could throw this back out here. I guess I can't throw that back out, but I think that's okay. Because I can take this out here, and now I have duplicated the this useful room, which produces these air current thingies. So I have a duplicate of it. And so yeah, why don't I pop into the duplicate and grab an air current thingy? And right, I can, it goes through walls or whatever, and so I can use it up here so that I can get this over here, and then I can head back down, or I can just jump. And so now I've got two of these, and so now I can bring the air current producing room into the air current producing room, and go and grab an extra air current block, and set it, oops, that's frustrating. I did not mean to do that, now I just lost a bit of my progress. So I need to... do I have another copy of the air current room? No, so I need to back up to here because I need 2 copies of the air current room. So I'm going to leave one way over here so that hopefully I don't make that same mistake again. Yeah, the platforming and you try to pick up a box and you accidentally be standing near the fire while you're trying to pick up a box and it causes you to lose all of your progress. I don't like that. I feel like this game did a poor job of the button pushing design portion of the game. But oh well. Okay, so hop out of here. Let's leave it over at the very left edge. I need to grab a air current block. And I will leave the air current block over here. And then I can hop in and grab another air current block. And then I can ride the air current up with the air current block so that I can ride the air current up to the other air current block, which is pushing the key up in order to grab the key so that I can open the door and get out of here. Okay, great. So yeah, I figured that one out after just having watched Alex see the room. And so now we are back to this room, which I really don't like. And so to recall what it's like, there is that. And there is this. And there's one other room that I wish to show off, which is, if I unenchant the rock, then I will have enough height to go visit the final room over here, which is this room that contains the exit and needs a key. And even if you had a key right here, which is easy to do, you wouldn't be able to jump high enough in order to get up to the exit, so you'd somehow need the key and the rock. And so the implication is, since both the key and the rock started out with an enchantment that would leave them persistent, it seems like you have to preserve the enchantment on at least one of them. And I just could not figure out a way to do that. And so let me futz around with this room again today and see what I can do. Okay, I finally see a way to get an enchanted item out of this room. And so I have to sacrifice the enchantment on the rock to do it. But this was something I missed earlier with the platforming, which is that if I sacrifice the rock in this room and burn off the enchantment, I can use it to get a chest. Oops. Come on, controller. The right arrow on my D-pad is starting to become, yeah, not good. I've mentioned it a few times before. I should quit complaining and I should just go buy myself a new controller is what I should do. Okay, so I have the key in a different room. It's not going anywhere. Great. So, what can I do with that? I can now bring the rock into that same room, which seems like it's going to help. Oops. Okay, bring the rock into that room. So I have a rock here and I have a key here. Yeah, this seems almost like what I want. Because now, yes, now I can bring the key forward into the exit room and drop it off. And now I can bring the rock into the exit room. Haha! Okay, and so the part that I missed there was basically the platforming aspect, that I could use the rock to get a chest over to this key in order to preserve their persistence on the key. Whoa! Okay, great. And there were no enchanted chests in that level, and so I don't think there's a recursive paradox I could get into on that level. Alright. Having done that, I think that might be far enough that I'm going to stay ahead of Alex. And so what I would like to do then is to look at some new levels. And so I'm going to go back into Continued, and let's take a look at something called Network. What do we have here? We have a cauldron that brings us to the red room, where there's an enchanted cauldron. And a chest that brings... Oh, we got a fissure now, too. For continuations. So basically, I could get a jar or a coffee cup that could get me to a point where I could use a key to get a rock. But if I simply brought a key through this fissure at some point in the future to go get that rock... Actually, I can't go get that rock. It would have to be underwater? How can I... I could drop a cauldron down there in the red world so that then I could come back and pick up the rock from the blue world. That is how this place will be useful. Let me just test that hypothesis by bringing a cauldron from the blue world into this jar. Cauldron from the blue world into this jar. Oh, except for I don't have the key. So I need to have a key in the red world before doing all of those steps. Okay. In any case, I haven't even looked in here. There's the exit. There's the key. The key requires either me to be able to swim or me to have... How many rocks would I need? A couple of rocks in order to go fetch it, it looks like. But there is a key-producing room, and I can make multiple copies of it, so why don't I go ahead and grab a key-producing room. And so back over here... right, there was an enchanted cauldron, And there was this thing. Right, the enchanted cauldron is interesting. So remind me, the enchanted cauldron is a cauldron to the blue world, and the unenchanted cauldron is a cauldron back to the red world. Okay, and so I have a key-producing room, but it seems like I can't get to the key without a rock, but it seems like I can't get to the rock without a key. So we have a little bit of a problem here. But I can also use an enchanted cauldron as a place that I can throw. So I could throw the enchanted cauldron over there. And then... I would need a way to pop out of it. But the only way to pop out of it currently is using this cauldron, which is a cauldron to the red world. I don't think there's a way for me to pick up this cauldron and bring it anywhere into the red world. However, what I can do is I can pick up this cauldron and bring it into somewhere that is gettable from the blue world. So let's drop off this cauldron over here. And... oh, right. And then after dropping it off... do I need the fissure yet? I don't think I do. Now I'm in the blue world, and I can hop back down to where the cauldron was. By going down here. Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. Is this what I want to do? Let's find out. So then if I throw the cauldron over there, and pop back up and pop back up, now I should be able to hop over to the red world. Yes, and I'm next to the key. Now I'm going to need this cauldron somewhere where I can reach it. So let's do that, and I'm going to need the key somewhere where I can reach it. So let's do that. Now let's be extremely careful to pick up one of these objects and not step out of this room and lose all of my progress. Okay, there's the key. And I want to hop back into the cauldron, I think. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, let's leave the key over in Blue World for the moment while I think about the next step. And then I think I want to bring this cauldron back out to the top over here. Because now I need it over here, right? Yes. So should I bring it into this room so I can just hop back and forth? I'm not sure how the sideways cauldron might interact with the fissure jar pop stack state. Okay, but remind me what I have. I can go through a cauldron to get a key. So I could simply bring the cauldron in here. I could definitely bring it in here. And I could go fetch the key. And then get the cauldron out. But then the cauldron will be down there, and I could get back to the other place. I've forgotten what all I need to do in the other place. Let's go hop back over there and look at the world and try to remember what my final goal is. So my final goal, if I had one rock, I could jump up there and I think reach the exits. Do I just need to get the one rock over here? I think that might be correct. Let's try that, and if there's something else I'm still missing, we will find out. So... yeah, I don't see where I need the fissure yet, and so I'm sure I'm missing something. But let's just go ahead. Oh, I see now. I need to get back over to the blue world. Well, I can just do that like this, right? If I just drop this down... oh, I can't get down there once I drop it down. And now I don't have a way back to the blue world. And so the fissure is going to be my way back to the blue world somehow. But the fissure's in the red world. Right? Okay, so I did just get myself into a stuck position. How do I use the fissure? Okay. Grab a copy of this chest. I can repeat most of that. And I at least have... Don't know that I have the right idea yet, but I know I need to use the fissure, so I just need to experiment with clever ways I might be able to use the fissure. Okay, so... This is the chest that has the key, right? Yes. Okay. So there's the key chest. I want to drop the... Oops. I want to drop the enchanted cauldron in the key chest room. And... No, I needed to hop through it, didn't I? Did I? Or can I get back out from here? Yeah, I totally needed to hop back through it. Right. Okay. Yes. Okay. I remember what we're doing now. So, grab a copy of this room. Bring a copy of Key Room into the red world. There is also a copy of Key Room in the blue world. Put the enchanted cauldron in the key room. And then go back to red world. Oops, that is not back to red world. How do I go back to red world? Through the cauldron. Right. Okay, and now back in red world. I wonder if I need to move this cauldron at some point. Probably. Now back in red world. I can go down here and throw this across. And now I can pop back up a couple of levels here without losing any state, because I haven't done anything interesting in blue world. And now pop back out of here. Move these objects to somewhere where they are retrievable. Let's drop the key at the top level of blue world. And... yeah, I suppose let's take this cauldron out. And now, remind me. We have a fissure. And what I need to do is what? I need to get the enchanted cauldron next to the rock and have a way back out to red world. Or sorry, to blue world. And so somehow... do I need a way back out to blue world? No, what I need a way back out to is the room with the exit. And can I pick up the room with the exit? Yes, the room with the exit is here, right? Yes. So what if I just pick up a copy of the room with the exit? Which, incidentally, is always in blue world. Is that the case? Do the rooms know what color they are? No, it's not always in blue world. It's just the room with the exit, but now it's in red world. Okay, so the room with the exit is here. The room with the exit is here. And so, eventually, I need a rock in the room with the exit. So I need a rock in this room. Which means if I could drop this chest down next to the rock, and drop a cauldron down next to the rock, and use the other cauldron to get to this cauldron, then I think I could finish. So that implies that I need to bring 2 objects into here. I can do that without even using the fissure, simply by leaving this object in here. And so I could bring the exit room in here. And so now I have everything I need except the key. Except for I think I even have access to the key, right? The key's right here. Yes. So is this everything I need? Almost. It's getting really close. Let's go grab the key. Do I want to spend it now, or do I want to use the fissure? Let me think about this. This is not going to be the right solution, but I just want to do this in order to think through everything. So if I drop an enchanted cauldron down here, as well as a chest... come on, controller. As well as... my controller doesn't want to move right. There we go. As well as a chest to the exit room there. Then, if I could get a way to pop out of that cauldron, grab the rock, and go to the exit chest, then everything would be good. So, let me see where the fissure takes me. It takes me somewhere where I can't get back. Oh, I can get multiple fissures too, right. Interesting. And this is just the exit room, right? No, this is the key room. Right, and the exit room is only inside of there. But the problem is I need to get back to Blue World so that I can teleport back to Red World in order to pop out of that cauldron. And the only way to get to Blue World is through that cauldron. So I didn't want the cauldron there. But I need the cauldron there. Okay, I'm missing something. I could get another jar. Yeah, the thing that I am not seeing is how I can be in the Blue World and have the cauldron there. I could have... Okay, I did something that I'm pretty sure will give me ideas, and so you can see me thinking through the process. I want to get it on camera. So, what I can do, similar to what I've done before, I'm going to bring this room over here and get this cauldron. This brings us back to the Blue World. And so now I can go back into that room. And now I have a cauldron to the Red World, which brings me here, and a cauldron to the Blue World, which brings me here. And so basically, I'm in the same room with the 2 cauldrons, basically. And so this is actually, now that I think about it, it's convenient, because I can do this. Zing. Zing. So this is a new way to move around that I hadn't quite appreciated before. So I can bring the key over here. Alright. So that's a thing that can be done. Now it's not the right action, but I think I want to do that in the exit room, basically. And is that something that can be done? Yeah, I think so. Keys are retrievable. This cauldron that I'm holding is not, so it's kind of the main thing that I have to be careful with. So... what do I need to do with it, though? Right. What else is over here? There's also, right, the fissure room. Okay, so if I had both cauldrons in the fissure room, is it possible to bring both cauldrons into the fissure room? I think it's possible to bring both cauldrons into a blue copy of the fissure room. So let's try to make that happen. Here is the fissure room. Let's go bring it over into the blue universe. And then let's put the enchanted cauldron in the fissure... Oh, I can't put the enchanted cauldron in the fissure room. Unless I could make a copy of the fissure room. Can I make a copy of the fissure room? No, there is only one fissure room. There is no way to duplicate this chest. So the only way... I could still get the enchanted chest in the fissure room. But if I do that, then I can't bring... Yeah, both cauldrons in there. Nevertheless, I am starting to see something that I don't think I saw before. So let me go grab a key, since I know how to do that. How do I do that? I believe I go grab a copy of the key room, and I bring it over to Red Universe. I need to come up with a more specific naming convention. Like, I've been using universe and world and different kinds of things rather haphazardly, just when they're kind of convenient for me. Okay, so I need to bring the enchanted cauldron in here. Oops, I need to bring the enchanted cauldron in here, and I don't want this to disappear. Okay, so enchanted cauldron, please go sit in this room for a moment. And now let's go over into... Yes, go over to Blue Universe. Come back in this room. Throw this over there. Alright. And now hop back out of it in the cauldron that goes to the Red Universe. Throw these things back over here. Drop the key back off in the top level of Blue Universe. And now I want to bring this cauldron out and into the Fissure World, where it will remain because it's enchanted and persistent. And I did not need to hop out of there. I just need to go grab the key. Okay, and I've done nothing irretrievable at this point. Now, if I grab a fissure, it will bind up all of the state of this room and put it in a jar. And then when I exit back out, I'll come back in this place. So, do I want all the state of this room as it is now? Or do I want to go ahead and drop the cauldron down there? If I drop the cauldron down there, even if I had a jar, there's no way to get back to Red World. So I don't want to drop the cauldron down there yet. I want to grab a fissure. And now I have a fissure of all that state. And now I want to go back to Red World with all of that state. And I want to take the cauldron with me. I kind of want to take the exit room with me too. Oh, and I could have had an exit room with all of that state. Which one do I want to take? Let me just take the cauldron with me to practice, and then next time I'll bring the exit room as well. So if I have this cauldron with me, and then throw this down here, and hop into the cauldron, I do grab a copy of the rock. And so if I'd brought an exit room in there, I could have then hopped into the exit room. So I think I know what I need to do now. And I'm still going to talk through it because it's still complicated. So I grab a copy of the key room. I bring Key Room into the red universe so that Key Room can be accessed from both the red universe and the blue universe. I leave the cauldron in the Key Room and come back to the blue universe so that I may throw the cauldron around and then pop back up to travel back to the red universe to hop back out of the cauldron with the key so that I can fetch the key. Alright, the key has been fetched, and I'm going to drop off the key in blue universe top level, so the key is not going anywhere. Then I need to bring Exit World into here. And I can do that by getting a copy of Exit World, which is right here. And dropping it in this room. Sure. And let's grab the key. And unlock the door. And throw a copy of Exit World down next to the place. And the cauldron is here. And this is the state where I wanted to bind up the fissure, I believe. Or did I want the cauldron somewhere else? Or was I holding the cauldron? No, this is correct. I want to bind up the fissure here, I believe. So now I have a coffee cup with all of that state. And I still have a way to get back to Blue Universe. And I need to bring the other cauldron, the cauldron to the Red Universe, into that state. So here's my cauldron to Red Universe. Let's throw the cauldron to Blue Universe down there. And so if I hop in this cauldron, I end up in that cauldron. And I get a rock. Oh, but the exit world isn't here. The exit world is there. So I needed to leave the exit room up top. I needed the exit room. This was my bound up continuation state, right? So I needed the exit room up top in the bound up continuation state rather than on the bottom. Okay, now I think I can do it. This time I will fast forward. Okay, so I'm at this state. This time I left the exit room up top. I'm going to grab a continuation. And I'm going to bring it right back to Red Universe. And then I'm going to take this cauldron into the continuation. And then I'm going to throw this down there. I'm going to pop out with the block. And I'm going to pop back over here and bring this into the exit room, and that's the problem solved. Yes! Okay. That was fun and difficult. I think that's probably a place to cut an episode, so I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon with more Recursed. Bye-bye.